Hello people, welcome to the second part of my Sketchbox video. I am going to finally use all the products that came in the January box and see what I can come up with. I am not a big artist by any means. I am new to watercolor, but I have done a little bit of it, so I was really excited to get these watercolor powders. I think they are magical. I was going to do some florals as shown here by the hosted artist, not hosted, what would that be called? I don't know. The artist that they chose this month does floral watercolors. I think they're really pretty, but I was kind of feeling a jellyfish picture, so I am going to attempt a jellyfish. I will use all of the items provided. The paper that is provided, or the pad that is provided, is a 100% cotton 140-pound pad of 10 sheets. It's hot pressed. It's a 4x6 and it's ideal for watercolor, gouache, ink, and acrylic. So yeah. I don't know if I should leave it in or take it out. I usually take it out. And then I could tape it and give myself a border. Decisions. I don't know what I want to do. Okay. So. These do not stand up very well. They kind of wibble wobble. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. So it was that, and then the watercolor opaque white. So this is the brush that it comes with, and I will use that at some point for maybe the little flourishes and things that I add. This is a Filbert number 4. I like it. It's my first time using this kind of tip, this flat tip. So I really love that about this box, that I'm able to experience new products that I never would have purchased myself. So, okay, I'm going to start with the pad, and it has blue right there, and it is going to activate. How is that possible? The blue gave me problems from the unboxing because it was messy already. I need to leave that far away from my pad. Okay. Get situated. I'm just using a big watercolor palette like this. I already have some of the colors laid out. I was messing with them. Kind of wish I would have cleaned it and started fresh, but for this painting, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to be starting out with this is a Princeton Velvet Touch 10 round. I'm usually only using round brushes. I have this one, and then I have this Princeton Aqua Elite in size 12. And these are really the only ones I use other than this one, size 6. So yeah, that's it. And as you see, it's the same tip. That's why I was saying I was really excited to get this different shape, tip, whatever. Okay, so I haven't done jellyfish before. I was just playing around briefly, and I did this one. And I don't know. Hopefully I can do better on my second go round, but this is using everything, including the Copic multi-liner. So hopefully I can do a little bit better. This was my first time watercoloring a jellyfish. Okay. Here we go. I'm nervous. I don't know why. So, let's start by getting my shape. I already started way too far down on my paper than I intended. I wasn't thinking. So I'm going to start with just the water first, a lot of it. Really wish I would have moved up a bit, but oh well. We're gonna see how it works out. I am so excited to be receiving these boxes. This was a gift from my mother for Christmas to me, and I just like the idea of, first of all, it's like a surprise, right? Because you don't know what's coming in the box. And second, I like that it is things that I wouldn't normally see. It activated that blue. If there's even the tiniest bit, like a speck of this watercolor powder, it will show up. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some color now. I'm just going to drop it in. I think I've watered down this is the grape that came in the box. A little too much. It's not as dark as I would like. I may add some more to it. Oh yeah. Definitely need more. But I am going to do them all in this shade so I get some kind of consistency before I go in and add darker spots. And I'm just being really messy with this process because I want these to look you know, not too uniformed, and I have a big issue with that because I don't find it easy to loosen up. So you would think that I would not like watercoloring and that I would stick more to like acrylics, you know, but nope. Okay, so wow, that looks really like black on the video. I don't know if it's coming in. It's a lot more purple. On the video, what I'm seeing is that it looks like I'm painting with gray. I love gray, but that is not the color. It is this grape color. And while it does not go on that color, it goes on very dark, but not that dark. Anyways, I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my palette. Guess I should have showed you guys that, huh? So all I did was drop some in there, and you'll see. Just takes a little bit. Yeah, that looks totally just straight up gray on my camera. Weird. Oh yeah, that's so nice. Yes. Loving that darker contrast. And right now I'm just kind of moving it, manipulating it into the little creases and spots that I want it to flow more into. want it darker more at the top, and then it can fade into, you know, the lighter shade of it, or tint, hue, whatever. Now here, try to bring this out a lot more. But I actually want the blotchiness. I really enjoy painting with these powders. I need to darken it up just a little bit more. At this point, I've added way too much water to the mix. Like I said, I was playing around with them earlier, being fascinated by how they activate. It's amazing. It's like magic. Painting with magic. Now it's going to be too dark, watch. But yeah, that'll give us a nice dark top there. And I just want it to kind of like bloom. I don't want it to take over. I really am liking how this paper takes all this water. I am using a lot of water. Okay, so I know it looks weird right now, but hopefully it'll get better. I am going to incorporate now just a bit of the orange. It came with orange powder as well, although to me, I will say it definitely looks yellow. I'm going to drop it in here. Kind of have it fade into this orangey, yellowy color towards the bottom. I think that'll look kind of cool, kind of different. Oh yeah, I like that. Now on my other one I didn't incorporate any blue, but I think I kind of want to dab just a little bit. The blue is very overpowered. I don't want a lot of blue. I mean, I pick up like the tiniest amount on my brush, and it just, well, it takes over. So I kind of want like a stormy gray blue, maybe right here. I don't want to add too much too quick because I don't want to muddy it up. So we'll see how that transitions once it dries. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. I really do hate that it doesn't seem to be picking up on camera, and I just don't know why. Maybe if I try to zoom in. Right, I don't know if that helps or not, but okay. So I want to let this dry a good bit before I mess with too much, but I kind of want to go ahead and bring in my bottom shape here, and if that blooms up some color, that's okay. So that's why I wasn't too worried about doing this while it was still wet. because this is the same color that I'm using for everything else. So it should be just fine. I really need to bring that one up. Something like that. Just adding a few little details with the water that is there, because there's a lot of color that can be pulled down still. And I'm just manipulating the water where I want it to be a bit darker. Okay. And now I'm going to go in with some yellow here. Let that play in with the grape color. Oh yeah, I like that. And I think I'm going to let this part right here dry a bit more before I start adding in anything there. Because at this point, if I go in and add anything else, it will definitely just all get muddied together. So clean off my brush. I do want to make sure that this stays dark over here. I really like how these colors work. Love, 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 love. Alright, I actually really like the color of the yellow or the orange, I don't know, mixed in with that grape color. It looks really pretty. I wish that it would come across. I think the colors are being picked up more now that I have zoomed in, but what I'm seeing just looks really dark. Like right here you can't see any of the color transitions that I have from the dark purple, and then I added that blue into the orangey yellow. Even though they are on the darker side anyways, it just doesn't really seem there. I don't want to move it too much because I really do have a lot of water piled up on here, and this paper is just handling it with such ease, and that is so nice because the watercolor paper that I have been using, that has been a problem of mine. I'm going to show you guys. I was doing Christmas cards and very simple design. I was just doing this right here, and the paper just kept warping, and I even had this taped down, and I had it pulled as tight as I could, right? And I was just frustrated because it would cause water, and so the color would pool in one place where I wouldn't want it to, and it would just, ugh. It was more of a struggle than it should have been. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I will add some more. Okay, so it is not completely dry yet, but I'm a bit impatient. See how that just ran? I'm a bit impatient, and I want to add in more of all this funness going on right here. I'm already starting off wrong. So let's see if I can do this without ruining everything. Okay, I'm on over here. These colors activate just so amazing. So I'm just doing the same thing as I did previously with the other ones. These I may keep a bit lighter than the other ones. Just to add some contrast, some depth maybe, and then we'll see. Yeah, I like how that looks. I'm gonna add another one right here. Getting dangerously close to the other ones that are not dry all the way yet. Let's see. Okay, that did good. Color, because I really want this to stay to itself and not spread to the other strands here. Excuse me. Okay, I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Yep. Sorry. I have to keep clearing my throat. Drink some water. Okay. I like that. Okay. So now I'm just adding a little bit more of my grape. I'm running a bit low. Just tapping over top of the previous ones I have completed. Just on those, I kind of like how that one on the end looks. I don't know if I want to add any yellow into these. I don't think I am into the ones I just did. I think I'm going to leave those purple. And then I need something different to happen up here. Really didn't look like the yellow would have taken over that much. I didn't expect that, and I want this to be more purpley. So I feel like I keep adding this purple, and I said a little bit goes a long way, and then I just cannot seem to get it the shade I want anymore. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Now it's too dark. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to these watercolor powders. Yes, they do operate different. Because see, now I made it a little bit too dark. Really gonna clean my brush off, and if I could get it to just bloom a bit and move for me. There we go. There we go, we can work with that. But definitely after that dries. There. Now once this layer dries, then I'm going to come in with the more delicate wispies. And it's going to make a big difference. Still looks a mess, I know, but it'll come together. So I'm going to wait for this layer to dry, and then I'll come back and add the extra. Okay, so now I'm just taking more of that purple color and trying to stay on top of what is mainly dry. I'm just adding little flourishes, and I was going to use my other brush for this. Actually, I am not happy the way this turned out. It is not dry enough yet for me to add another coat or another layer. Once it is completely dry, and I know that it will not just all blend together as it has here, I'm going to add in different shades to it, so it gives it some actual depth and it doesn't just look like bleh. Because down here I have all this depth and the darkness and the lightness, and everything is turning out pretty well, working well together, but that top is just, I am really not happy. See, I mean, it is still completely wet. No details can be added to it. So that is my issue with that. I'm going to see if I can go in here and just add, I just want some yellow to this underneath, to the under part, to the bottom. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak. Speaking is stupid. Just know what I mean, people, okay? If you're going to watch any of my videos, you should just know that now. You're going to have to just decipher what I'm trying to say and just know what I mean. Okay, so I like that. It kind of adds like a glow to the bottom, which is what I wanted. And down here is still way wet. I cannot overlap anything on that. Don't know if I want any yellow wispies. I usually do not choose yellow for anything. Yeah, I think that is enough. Now what I wanted to do was add or use some of this Van Gogh watercolor in with the purple, as I did in this one that I was playing around with. You see these right here, these lighter ones. I was able to get that effect using that Van Gogh watercolor, and also the very fine wispies I used the pen with, but because this one is taking forever to dry, because I guess I used just an like crazy amount of water, I guess because the paper took it so well, I I actually used too much, I guess, because it is taking a while for it to dry. But yep, I'm gonna leave it here. I keep saying I'm gonna let it completely dry before I add anything, but then I get impatient. But this time I have to wait for that to completely dry before I try to add anything to that. And I cannot use my pen at all on this because it's just way too wet. It's really just these 3 areas right down here. Once those are fully dry, everything will be okay to mark on with the Copic multi-liner, and then I can completely finish it up. I don't know if I want to add some color to the background or not, or just leave it alone. This was definitely enough playtime to begin to familiarize myself with these products, and I am thoroughly happy and pleased with the items in this month's box. Yeah, like completely. I love them all, and I'm very happy to have them in my collection. I can definitely see myself creating other projects with this and using them in my bullet journal as well. So I may come back and show a final picture of this once it's completely dry, but it is New Year's Eve and I have plans, so I'm really hoping that this can dry before I go because I want to finish it and show it now. But I think that's another reason why I've been so impatient, because I was like, I just want to get it done, even though I was enjoying the process. But yeah, okay, so anyways, yes, final outcome. Okay, so I am finally done waiting on the bottom to dry, and I hope that I don't mess it up, but I really want to add in some lighter strokes or strands, little wispies here and there. And with that, I think I am done. All with the exception of the top. It isn't completely dry, as you can see, but I don't know if you notice or not, but I did add some more to it, so it at least has some kind of dimension to it instead of it just being one big solid blob, you know? I was thinking about adding little dots in here. Just haven't made up my mind if I want to do that or not. I guess I should add it on my little trial one over here, or my first one. Add some dots, see if I like it or not. And I still want to come in with this, but I don't think this will do very good. Actually, wow. Yeah, okay. So that did really well, being that it is so wet. Okay, and I am leaving it here. I am going to sign it, because always sign your work. And there it is. I really actually like the way it came out. I can't tilt it too much because, as you see, the top is still wet. I hope that the camera is picking up all of the depth, but I really do like the way you can tell that this I always want to say this underneath here. It was like underbelly here. You can really get the sense of it's almost illuminated because of the yellow that I did at the bottom there. I'm talking about this area right in here where all the nice little whimsy, what do I call them, little wispies are coming from. And then how I left some of these light and then some dark. I don't know. I just hope that it's picking up in camera. And I did do a little sprinkle of blue just to fill in that empty space. But yeah, I'm just in love. I'm in love with these products, with these colors, with these powders. They are definitely my favorite item, will now be my favorite item to work with. So alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching and being patient with me, even though I couldn't be patient with myself. And yeah, you know what would also be really pretty is, this isn't in the box, but I have some of these sparkle pop pens by Pentel. Not this color, of course, but some just slight, maybe these would be good for the dots in between here, but to give it some kind of sparkle, some kind of sheen, maybe in silver, or no, actually gold, because of the yellows. Those would play really nicely. So I don't know, maybe something I'll experiment with. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, and nothing but love. Bye.